Hello, everybody. Long day, but hopefully I'll entertain you for this pitch. My name is Toby Dawson. I'm from a project called BestMeta. We work in the gaming esports world with anyone who has creative ideas. The primary purpose of our platform is to connect you guys. So if you're looking for great ideas to be involved with, this is the platform to do it. So before I start getting into all of the systems that run BestMeta, I want to actually talk about the gaming world, because some of you may not know anything about it, and you're probably wondering, what the hell is this? So very simply, I'm going to talk about the people inside of gaming. Now, we're absolutely massive in there. We're very, very dedicated people, but it wasn't always the easiest path in the gaming world. We work on low budgets to almost no budgets to create amazing products. Embarrassment moment is what we do first. This is a picture of me when I first sold every single possession I had in Australia to try and follow my dream. I moved to Europe because Australia was disconnected from everything. So I needed to come to a place that, one, had half-decent internet, and two, actually had an industry around esports. And that was in Berlin. And it was absolutely booming. So this is where I started. This is kind of where everything started moving forward. So I'm part of a community called Dota 2, which is a very big booming community. But the reason why I want to highlight this community is, more than anything else, is this ability to rally together. Back when we were first created, it was a modification game. So we didn't even have support from developers. Developers didn't think anything of us. So what do? As a community, we rallied together, and we actually raised our own money to run our own projects. This shows the strength that actually comes from the community. And now this is translated to the current day. So Valve, a corporation which actually picked up the custom game, runs a tournament called the International, which last year reached a prize pool of $25 million. Now, this prize pool is continuously moving up, and it's not because of the influence of any developer. Developer puts in $1.6 million every single year. What the community does is, for a return of service, they actually put in their own money. So they get an in-game cosmetics, like microtransactions is probably what you're very familiar knowing them as. And through these microtransactions and a return of service, we actually ended up raising, just from the community, $23.1 million at the last International. And this isn't just exclusive to Dota 2, this is all across the gaming world. You'll see this kind of stuff in Patreon, at Indiegogo. So that's where the strength is actually coming with the community, where we understand what is a good product and we want it to move forward. So we appreciate really good ideas, and the BestMeta platform is meant to highlight these ideas. And the content which is being created, if you think the stereotype is we're just in our basements, we have a webcam, we have a microphone, and this is where we create content. That's not the platform anymore. Everything is being raised to a higher level. We're reaching and even going beyond the same level as TV production, and actually going deeper into more direct content. So it's not just the cookie cutter kind of stuff that you see. You want to create something different, you want to create something unusual, because this is how you get noticed. You don't want to be sitting here and listening to the same product time and time again. You may actually feel that when you're listening to a lot of ICOs as well. It's like, I already understand this one, can we just move on to the next one? Gamers hate that kind of stuff. Consumers hate that kind of stuff. So what we are trying to do is give that power to the people who will give you a creative and interesting concept to work from. Now, the target audience is what you start to think of. How many people are actually going to use the system? How many people actually want the system in the first place? And the easiest target group to look at is the amount of gamers who are out there. And when I say gamers, I'm not meaning people who have 3,000-pound PCs, who are running real heavy competitive machines. It's not even that. I hate to actually say it, but my mother is a gamer. And all she does is challenge her sister on Facebook Solitaire. So this is the market you can actually hit. Someone who messaged you in a WhatsApp group and says, hey, I just found this new game on the Play Store, and I'm challenging you to actually beat me. I'll give you £100 if you can actually beat me. Like, congratulations, you've just found yourself playing in a tournament. And this is the accessibility which is being made possible. And even through BestMeta, if you wanted to, you can run these type of tournaments. You can run community-funded, community-oriented tournaments. That's the strength of it. And there's more groups understanding this strength in the industry. That's why we have a small list. And I say this is a very small list of sponsors getting involved. I was at a tournament in Frankfurt which had Mercedes-Benz and Pringles as the two primary sponsors. But this tournament had a $1 million prize pool. We filled out a German football stadium, and we had roughly about 600,000 people watching, both live in the crowd as well as online numbers. And the numbers continue to increase. And this was a smaller tournament in the esports world. There's so many consumers out there right now, and we want to reach them all, and we want to actually help you guys connect with them as well. And that's where the BestMeta token comes into play. So the BestMeta token is our token which runs the economy. You use the token, you give it to a talent who's proposing a great idea that you want to get involved in, and then you get a service in return from them. This is the way the community actually generates this. So the more talents that come on board, the stronger our platform gets, the higher the BMT will actually grow. And this is where we move forward. This is where we say we're empowering our talents to do something good. The more talents we get on board, the better the program's going to be. And this isn't just a simple, like, it's just a return of service thing. What we want to do is connect beyond that. So the return of service is what you give to the community, but there's also an extra layer because it's all about who you know in this industry. You want to try and break into something and you don't know it. You're a marketing executive and you've just been told, we want to do something in gaming because we just pushed a line out there. Who do I reach? Who do I go to? Most people don't know. Most people have no idea in the gaming world, and especially to actually then justify the expense you have without any kind of history. We basically create an online catalog that you can go through, a list of all the talent, the history of this talent, and then the detailed run through of the project that they want to do or want to have you involved in. And they do a full roadmap, just like every ICO which you want to be looking at. You want to see a full roadmap, you want to understand the return you actually get from this. The community is in the same position. Patreon and other services do not offer this level of transparency. They do not offer the security that comes through the smart contracts that we want to try and incorporate into this. So if someone doesn't deliver, you can actually get your tokens back. You can get a return. So this is moderated by both community as well as BestMeta to ensure that what you get is what you bought for. So this is the strength that we're trying to push forward. The endorsement connection as well, it can be something simple outside of a project of a straight up endorsement. You want to put your brand on a talent and you don't know how big this talent is. I can look up the talent list and now I can say, I want to directly connect with this guy. I have a portal to do so. Have I actually gone that fast? Last time I actually completely overrun. But this is our system, so maybe I do actually get some time for questions. This is our system. Of course, if you do want to actually poke questions at me, please do so. And of course, we're upstairs as well if you want to have more of a chat. But I'm Toby Dawson, I'm the esports manager of this. We also have our CEO, Amy Yu's also here. So please, ask us more questions about this. We love to talk about it.